the old 85 Peterbilt, 2-stroke diesel. We're gonna deliver some firewood out to Grandpa's house. Me and Grandpa spent about half the day yesterday loading up this dump truck with some firewood that I had laying around. We cut it all up and we loaded it with this old backhoe and one of my excavators. The stuff that was already cut up on the ground, we loaded that in his backhoe and then dumped it in here. And then once we basically used up all that stuff, then we that's when we used the excavator to fill it the rest of the way up. So, yep, delivering some firewood today. One of the things that I would say these younger generations lack, I don't want to seem like I'm ringing my own bell or nothing when I say this. You guys got to take care of the older generation. You know, you got to take care of your grandparents. They're the ones that taught you all your values and all that stuff. You know, they wiped your butt, it's time for you to wipe theirs, you know. A lot of people are so dang selfish in this world, you know. Like, let me just give you an example. Like, if your buddy asks you for some money, let's just say it's like 20 bucks. You know, he's going through a hard time, he needs to buy an alternator or a starter or something. I'm just making this up. This is just all hypothetical. You know, he needs 20 bucks to fix his car or something. 20 bucks is literally, most people can make that in an hour. You know, some people it may take 2 hours to make, but it's literally only 20 bucks, people. And you're willing to trade a friendship for 20 bucks sometimes. You know? It's like, at the end of the day, money isn't really worth anything. It's just some paper, you know? Now, I will say there are those friendships that are all one-sided. Now, those aren't the good ones to have. I'll be honest with that, you know, but 20 bucks is not worth it being stingy over 20 bucks. How did the depth sensor come out? It came out really good, Jay. The sensor came out good. After I installed it, I felt like a total moron because basically there was a light on the dash and I was thinking, you know, that the light was related to the DEF fluid level, and it wasn't. It was a coolant icon, but for some reason it wasn't on before I changed the sensor, and then I changed the sensor and noticed the light was on, and I'm like, oh no, the DEF light's on now. And I was on the phone with Blake the whole time. We're racking our brain trying to figure out what would cause the light to come on. Like maybe there's air in the system or something. And then we finally realized that I was talking about the new Peterbilt and he was thinking about the International. Oh man, that was funny. So we got the sensor changed out. It was definitely a different experience. If you ever have to change one of those out, remember that the green line is pressurized, and if that motor's hot, that fluid is hot. I'm just gonna That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil the video because I got it all on video. I videoed the whole thing. I'm going to put out a video to the members. Yeah. Yeah, so the Peterbilt was leaking coolant, and so I changed the DEF sensor, and then the coolant light came on, and for some reason my brain was thinking that was a DEF light instead of a coolant light. And so it was funny because me and Blake were trying to figure it out for like a half an hour. We're like, and Blake was like, I don't really know these DEF systems, you know. And I'm like, I don't either, man. It's all, you never know until you know, you know. That's just basically what we were talking about, you know. You never know what's what until you actually do it, you know. And yeah, so I topped the coolant off, and then that light went off, you know. The check engine light is still on the 2020, but I have a good strong feeling that after replacing that DEF sensor, that once it regens properly, it'll burn the soot off, and then that light will go off. If it doesn't, if maybe there's some air in the line or something, then I may have to take it in and have them do a forced regen to burn the soot off from the sensor malfunctioning. It's had a little bit of a buildup of soot. But it's the sensor says it's the least level of soot. So there's not a lot of soot in there. Knock sensor go on the PACCAR motors a lot as well. Yeah, that's another code that was thrown, the knock sensor. But the oh, look at that, they got that all locked, don't they? The technician said that he said most likely because it wasn't doing a full regen, because it was sensing low fluid levels, he said that was causing the high NOx gas in the system and throwing that code. So he said 99% sure once we replace that DEF sensor, it'll be ready to rock and roll. So, you know, I got my glasses on today because it's kind of really sunny out. It's going to be a good day today, guys. Both trucks are rolling for the quarry. Tomorrow night I'm working in one of the supers. I might have a buddy working in another one. None of my drivers wanted to volunteer for Saturday night. And I'm not the type of boss that likes to voluntold people. Check the wiring behind the depth tank. Peterbilt employees like to cram everything in there and to rub against the frame. Yeah. There's only one wire that goes to that whole DEF system. Well, there's 4 wires in one wire is what I meant to say, and there's only one plug-in that goes to that whole sensor. But they're definitely all crammed in there. Just sharing all I've been through so far. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing me and Blake were thinking when the DEF light was on. Sorry about that, guys. My driver just called me, and this is what he says. He says, I think I got an airline that's a quick disconnect airline. I'm like, well, is it hard plastic or is it rubber? Right, so that's how you find out if it's one of those ones right there. He said it's rubber. I'm like, okay, it's not one of the quick fittings. It's a rubber line. And then I asked him, I said, okay, is it leaking air constantly or only when you press the brake? And he said, only when I press the brake, but it leaks out really fast. I was like, okay, well, that's a service airline for the brake. So now, once I dump this firewood, me and Grandpa are going to head down there, and I'm going to fix that brake line. If I have the tools to fix it. If I don't, what I'll do is I'll just pinch that line off and back that brake off, and he'll finish the day out, and then he'll make it to my place, and then we'll fix it. Simple, easy fix right there. So, simple, easy fix. It sounds like one of the brass fittings broke, which is very interesting how these things, I told them to take a picture and send it to me. Once they get the box up, they'll take a picture and send it to me. So, my day just got crazier. Now I gotta dump this firewood at Grandpa's and then run over to the pit, which, thank goodness I'm already heading in that direction. So, and I got my tool bag right here. Beard is out of control. Trim that bad boy. I'll tell you one better. How's that? Look, let me get this thing. There we go. There, how's that? Getting that time of year, it's almost time for me to shave it off. It's definitely getting there. A lot of you guys know I grow my beard out in the wintertime because it just keeps my face so much warmer. But it is getting there. I mean, this is getting there, getting pretty crazy. Anyways, alright, I'm going to call my grandpa up and give him a heads up on what's going on. So, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to take care of, your grandparents and take care of your friends and stuff. Sometimes it sucks to help them out, but it'll always come back in the end. I'm a firm believer of that. So anyways, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.